the first question I want to ask is, what path are you taking and why?
So on default, which I guess is not great, I usually start bot, just because I don't know. Especially in this game, I feel like I noticed Nautilus and Samira. They push in. I think because they're a big engage. So I think like if I start top and I path bot, it'll be hard to gank that. So
Okay, well, pause for a second. I disagree. I'll tell you why.
Okay. Yeah.
Why I disagree? Well, I mean, I think pathing bot is okay. Yeah, it's okay, but I disagree with why. Like when you're reason.
Okay.
So
tell me why.
So we're just talking about bot lane right now, right? So we have Nautilus, Samira, and you have Jhin, Nidalee. I mean, Nidalee is not really a support, but here she is. And a general rule for bot lane is the range support has the push. Like whatever, it could be a Nidalee, it could be a Karma, it could be a Janna, Soraka, whatever. The range support has the push because level 1 especially, and also level 2 sometimes. The melee support doesn't really do anything. And to be fair, Nautilus is one of the best level 1 melee supports, but they don't do that much, especially when you're talking about wave control. Like Nidalee can constantly auto attack the wave compared to Nautilus. So just because of that, it's usually the range support usually has the early push, at least until like level 3. At least until like level 3, and even after level 3, they often do still have the push. And the other thing about that is, so since the enemy, the double ranged matchup should have the push, that means they should be gankable. And especially because you have the melee support, and most melee supports have really good CC. Like you think Nautilus, Leona, Alistar, even Brahms is okay. Like even some like Tahm Kench, even some defensive melee supports still have decent engage. So that's why I would actually be thinking I want to pad bot, because I think they would be pushed in, and I think Nautilus will help set you up to get the kill.
Okay, that definitely sounds right.
Yeah, I mean, in this game, maybe it's not always true, right? But like maybe your bot lane does have a push. That's possible, but they shouldn't. If that makes sense.
I get it. Yeah. So the other thing, when I go into the game, I try to look at their champs. I was kind of worried about the mid matchup because it's Rumble set. So during the game, I think I was paying too much attention to mid, but you can let me know later.
I think it's a good. I agree with your thinking. Mid's a
it's very volatile.
Yeah, because usually mid is 2 mages or something like that, or or at least 1 mage and maybe 1 assassin, or even 2 assassins. Assassins are hard to gank because they're really mobile, right? And
but the sets,
and mages are sometimes hard to gank just because they clear the wave and run away. So this mid matchup is an interesting one, right? Set and Rumble don't often go mid, so I agree with you that you should be looking mid this game. And then the only thing I would say is pathing top's not bad because you have Shen. A Shen with Ignite too.
I know Mordekaiser's kind of annoying, so I wanted to make sure you didn't get too far ahead of Shen.
Yeah, and you can only really gank until Mordekaiser gets level 6. Once Mordekaiser is 6, you don't really get to gank him anymore. But, so that's
Here has a bad start. I think they just got.
Why is your what happened here? I mean, it's not your.
They just pushed up and got cut out.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Because I thought you were starting bot. So if you were starting bot, wouldn't you want the bot leash?
They didn't want to leash me, so.
If they don't want to leash you, then I definitely would have started the blue buff. I mean, I guess
I didn't even know that they ran away.
They didn't communicate. Okay, yeah, that sucks. Yeah. And you can do 2 times speed at certain times. You can control the speed down there. But when nothing's happening, I don't think anything's gonna happen here. I'm guessing you look mid after Raptors, right?
Yes, on Diana. Usually I default to just this.
Let's pause here.
I'll
pause here, or go back to the Raptors and let's look at the wave. When you're doing the Raptors, so that's. No, you're fine. I mean,
I was looking to.
Now is when it looks good.
Yeah,
but let me see it.
Already.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It looks like they'll put disengage after that. So
Now let's watch it again.
I think only when he engaged was it looking good. I don't think. Yeah, there's no reason to
Yeah, I don't
see
think
that
I
he
could have
would.
done anything here.
It's, no, yeah, you're
So
right.
usually during my first clears, I like don't look at the map because I kind of
Oh.
forget. But
No,
I
you
guess
definitely
should
should. I mean,
definitely-
I agree. Diana's not the best early ganker, yes, but she can. That's the thing. She can, and other people recognize that you're not the best early ganker, so they often don't respect you. Like Set did right there. His play is kind of disrespectful because if you were pathing
here?
through the mid lane,
Yeah.
you could have at least four. I think you could have killed him. I mean, you would have to be there at the exact time, but you could have. So because he thinks you're gonna full clear, so he's like, oh, I can just be aggressive,
Yeah.
and that's how you can punish
They're
me.
kind of screwed up. Let's see. What did I do?
Oh yeah, you didn't. Why? What did you do? to Stop your full clear? Can you go back? Actually, let's talk. Why?
So-
Why did you after blue buff? Right. What
yeah.
do you?
So I was looking mid and I saw Set like no flash, no ignite, right? So I was like, he's low health, so I think I should pass here.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that was the right decision.
I'll have to
because
look at it.
Rebel's like getting kind of wrecked.
Oh. I respect.
Okay.
Never mind. I respect your try. Actually, yeah.
We can see like
I
I see
know you.
Shyvana here. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I should have just gone on her, right?
Yeah.
But I'm
Look,
not
she's
sure.
low, and you beat her at 1v1.
I was a little nervous.
Why didn't you? Or can I? Yeah, wondering why didn't
Yeah,
you?
so I guess I don't know. I get scared to make those like big plays, early. I probably could have went in and killed her because I have the.
No, for sure. I don't know if you kill her. I think she flashes away and you let
But
her.
yeah, I always get her flash.
Yeah.
But
But here you just let her. You just let her go for free, kind of, right?
yeah, and then I kind of threw. But
But I mean,
I was lurking here because I know Shyvana's like might come back. I was waiting for Scuttle anyways.
okay.
So then
Well,
I got pulled into tower and died.
yeah.
And this guy died.
You're
So that was not great.
you. I thought you did say you almost one trick Diana, or she's your main.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I don't play this game like a lot. I do
Okay,
play a
okay.
lot, but not
Yeah.
a ton.
Okay.
So
Because the only problems I'm seeing right now is your assessment of like your skirmishing. Like you're not thinking about how do you fight into Shyvana, how do you fight into Set. It doesn't look like you're really thinking about that. So, because I saw it twice, right? The first time Shyvana was right there. Set wasn't going to help her, right? Set was all the way like on the
yeah.
mid lane, so you could easily just QE her, right?
Mhm. I definitely
And
have
you-
trouble like making
and-
those assessments really fast.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, but you should. So the thing is, you should be thinking about it in the champ select or loading screen. The loading screen, you see Shyvana's runes too. You see she has first strike.
Yeah,
Okay, that alone means. I mean, if Shyvana had like Conquer or PTA or something, I would say it's kind of even. You have more mobility because you have a dash. She doesn't. But like, if you fight her face to face, it's kind of even. But just because of the first strike, you should be confident in the loading screen. You're like, oh, if I ever find Shyvana and we're even, like you're both level 3 or whatever, you're even, right? No one's really ahead of
Yeah.
each other. You win, just win by default. So you should think about that in the loading screen, so that in the game you don't need to think about it. In the game, it's like once you see Shyvana, you already primed yourself and like I beat her. So that would be
Yeah.
that. And then the second part is right here. I'm not blaming you. You're Diana, the champion. I think you weren't thinking about Set. Like he pulled you in.
Yeah, I didn't like. I wasn't like conscious. Like, oh, he's probably gonna pull me into tower here.
And not only did he pull you in, like I'm not even sure if you can kill him because his W. I mean, his W would negate a good. It's close. It's close. I think without tower, yeah, it's pretty close. But he is close to tower, so it's hard to say. I would say.
Okay. Yeah, not that smart by me.
Yeah.
I should-
Just I just know so far at least what we've seen the first 3 minutes is skirmishing. You're skirmishing. And let's look at bot. Let's see if we were right or not. Let's look at pause.
Bot was kind of crazy this game.
So see, if you did pass bot, you would be here. Like, well, let's go back to like 3:30 or whatever. You want to go back to like one more maybe, one more. I think one more is around when you would clear your Krugs around now, right? See how they are
Yeah,
getting pushed in, right? So if you did start blue buff, you would be down here ready to gank this, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But okay, let's say hypothetically I did that. How would like right now they're not even on the map, right? Like, how would I know that they didn't back? Is there like a way?
Well, either way, it's a win because if they back, then their wave is kind of screwed here. They're just leaving this whole wave for your Samira and Nautilus to just win, right? If they don't back, you kill them, and if they do back, you still get a scuttle, right? At the very least, right?
That's true.
So like you at least set yourself up. You at least set yourself up to win. I mean, there's no guarantee, obviously, wherever you path that you'll get the gank or whatever. Just like also, there's no guarantee that they would be pushing in. I mean, but I predicted that most likely they would be. And here is the exact time, right? As I said, here's the exact time you would have finished your full clear. You would be down here. They're both flashless and everything. Like you just double kill here, or at least one. I don't know about double, but
yeah. They do get ganked by Shyvana. So at this point, like Shyvana gets really fed.
Oh,
she's like 4-0.
How did? Oh yeah, because Shyvana never backed. Oh yeah. So just the pathing alone, there you can already see it's a different game. But also but it's fine. We also learned that your skirmishing could use some work from. We just see your examples. Yeah. Okay, you died and you bought.
What really happened? Yeah, I ran straight top here because I'm pretty sure I was just looking at the Gromp, but I did notice Mordekaiser's up here.
Yeah, it looks like he warded. I mean, it looks like it. We don't know.
So here I just went straight top looking for this gank. I don't think he warded because.
No. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Or okay. No. Never mind.
Nice.
Okay. Nice.
Put that kill.
You go Nashor's first item? Oh wait, okay, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I go Nashor's first. But I'm not really sure what the best build is.
No, I haven't coached Dan in a while, but yeah, I agree. It's fine. I was thinking of the Protobelt build, but if you don't go the Protobelt build, then Nashor's first.
I sometimes go Protobelt, but I still go Nashor's first because I feel like there's.
No, you're good. You're good. I was just I haven't coached Dan in a while.
I think another one of my issues is kind of like when I'm just like clearing through my jungle, I don't like pan around to my lanes often enough, and when I do, I like have trouble analyzing the wave states. Like to
that's definitely a problem, especially because Diana is not mechanically intensive when we're talking about farming. Like you don't need to look at your camps, right? You like while you're farming the camp, you should actually be like moving your camera on the lane. And you only need to look at the lane nearby, right? So if you're doing Raptors, you only need to look at mid and bot, and so on like that. If you're doing Krogs, you only need to look at bot, right? Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here, like you're kind of like kiting and stuff. Like this, it doesn't. I mean, it's good kiting and stuff, but it doesn't matter that much. You can actually just face tank it and look at the map. That's better than like focusing on kiting or anything like that.
Okay. So like I was thinking Shyvana's on Drake.
Yeah, she does like to do that.
Yeah. But, could put this kill.
Nice.
But Shyvana is doing stuff still.
Yeah, I mean, you do something, she does something. It's kind of fair.
Yeah.
You have to be a little careful. Because she could either do this or she would do dragon right after.
Yeah, so I was thinking she's on dragon, but I don't think she did.
Okay, it depends on how well they've tracked you. But some junglers will go for you first, or go for the red buff first over the dragon. Like she could, like if Shyvana wanted, she actually could take your red buff and then do the dragon. Because if she is any good, she saw that you ganked mid and she saw that you're low, right? And Shyvana was full HP, so If I was the Shyvana, I would look at bot prio first. Like I would look at your Samira and Nautilus, and I guess she killed Nautilus or something. Is that what happened? She killed Nautilus.
I think she ganked bot.
So if I was the Shyvana, I would invade your red. So that's why I was saying you should be careful. But okay, you're fine here.
Dangerous. So I think what was going through my mind here is like Shyvana's on Drake right now, right? So I was like wondering, should I path Drake? Like if I know Shyvana's starting the Drake around now, should I like be pathing top for my camps and rifts, mid for set, or like?
Well,
I
she should have been.
I think Shyvana's on Drake.
Yeah, she should have been on Dragon while you were doing the red buff. So I would have already written off Dragon at this point. But she hasn't taken it yet, it looks like. Oh, yeah, she hasn't.
Yeah, but I don't know. She might be on it right now.
So at this point, you could look. It doesn't hurt too much, but there's a good chance it's gone. But I would look just because your bot lane's going. You see your bot lane?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they want to check, so you could check, but you're lacking in mid prio. But I mean, you could check. It doesn't hurt too much. The real play I would have done is I wouldn't have done your red buff. When you did that, because I would have assumed Shyvana would invade you on red. I would have just gone to the top side, take her top camps, like all those top camps. I would have just gone for those, so not even recall. Take all those and farm down. Okay, but I mean, okay, but let's fast forward. So here we are now. You took the red buff, you recalled. So what I'm saying is, you could check. I assume it's gone. So it depends on how well you've been tracking, but you could check just because your bot lane's going.
Mm-hmm.
I mostly would just ping my bot lane back, like don't go to Dragon, or maybe ward it if you really want to. But yeah, go top, go for top camps. Ideally, they do ward it because if you see Diana like trying to get the Dragon, then you still have time to take the top camps or the Rift, right?
Okay, yeah.
That's
for top camps. That makes sense. I think in game she did not take the Dragon though, which is weird.
Oh.
Said I went here.
That was kind of risky. I mean, it works out for you, but it's kind of risky because Rumble was low, and you don't know where Shyvana is. So if Shyvana and Rumble was low with no sounds, no ult, right? What is he doing here? It's basically just you versus Set. Oh, Shyvana was there. So if Shyvana was slightly closer, she instead of hitting Rumble, she would just counter gank you, and you would die.
Okay. So
that's just, you need to think about where she is, and especially because she did not do Dragon, you should be really confused. Like, you actually don't know where she is.
Mm-hmm. I think she's doing Dragon now while I'm doing Rift.
Okay, yeah, this is better.
Or she's ganking bot right now. But I'm just setting Rifts. So usually like in this situation, like right now, like what I'm like looking all over the map. Like I don't know if you can tell.
None of this is important. What's the most important is what I said before. Even it's still the top camps. Shyvana's top camps.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still Shyvana's top camps. So like the second
Another thing about doing camps, like I do know, like obviously, like she's Dragon, I can take these chickens, but I always like wonder, like how far can I go here? Like, could I have just gone?
You take all three,
all three.
Yes.
But I feel like if she backs and catches, will she catch me, or is there just?
Oh yeah, there's a chance she will catch you. So ideally, do you have a ward? No, you don't have a ward. This would be where a pink ward would come in, a control ward. So you control either the Raptor brush or the brush above the red brush. That one or the Raptor brush, one of those will give you some vision. When you see her, you can just assess, do you need to back away or something. But the reason why I was so confident is because we saw her bot. I mean, so actually, like, what I would have done if I were you was actually not do the Rift. I would have done her camps first, then do the Rift. So there's a rule is like outside inside rule. It's you take the farthest camp first and then you do the closer camp. So the farthest camp from you is her camps, then the closer one are the neutral ones, which are the objectives and the scuttle crabs, and then the inside camps are your camps. So that's the order you want to do things, assuming you're trying to decide which one should you do first. Because it makes sense, right? So if you take her camps first and she recalls, she won't see you until you're at the Rift, right? And if she catches you at the Rift, you're not in a bad position, right? You're in the middle of the map. You can easily avoid the Rift, or you can easily call for mid and top to help you, or whatever, right? But if she catches you at red buff, it's harder for your team to help you there, right? So again, this is why the rule applies. That's why there is this rule. It's the outside inside rule. Do the outside camps first, then do and then lastly, your camps are the least important, right? Because you can always do your camps. I mean, she could invade you, but yeah. But even still, so I'm telling you what you should have done, and then I'm also telling you according to what you did. So according to what you did, I would still go for her camps, but just realize that it might not be free anymore. That's the only problem. Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Thank you. I think it's
Oh,
good
DC.
DC.
Yeah, if he didn't DC, there's a good chance you don't have ult. I don't think you kill him because he has his W, right? But you did. He would have. He would have had to back at least, so it's still a good gank.
I think I also DC'd in this game somewhere.
You also DC?
Yeah. See what happens here. Clearing camps. Yeah, so okay, here
Yeah.
I think this is like a common mistake I have. Like if I have like no like I like these aren't really super gankable, right?
Mid is. Oh wait, let me say. Well, Rumble has ult, right? Yeah, mid is. I mean, he's full HP. That's the thing. I mean, you probably don't kill him, but like
Yeah.
a gank it doesn't have to lead into a kill to be a good gank, right?
Yeah.
So
I
mid.
feel like-
I mean, well, he's low, and then again, we still don't know where Shyvana is. So
Yeah, this is a dangerous gank, right?
this
It's
is
not
you have to think about the counter gank. So this, if you do this kind of gank, which is okay, I would do it, but I would like be very non-committal. I'd be like, okay, but like Shyvana's probably around, so I'm just gonna like hit him a little bit and run out. Like that's kind of the idea.
Okay.
Or you can
So it's like-
you can tell by
Yeah,
body
it's
language. You can tell by body language. Like when you're going in, you look at what does set do. You have to look at what does set do. If he plays confidently, you can assume, okay, he probably has Shyvana nearby. And if he plays like he's scared, you can be like, okay, Shyvana's probably not here. You know, that's like a body language reading thing. But yeah, really, we don't know where Shyvana is right now. I mean, we kind of cheat actually. I think she just did her top side a while ago, but even then, I don't actually know where Shyvana is, and
Okay,
she
so
could
do
be.
you think like is this gank like something you should do, or should I just be backing here?
What's your goal? Can you press X?
I don't have that much. I think I had like 600.
X will show you. Okay.
Oh, I don't remember exactly.
I would no, you have nothing to do. I mean, backing's not going to buy you anything. So I would look for this gank, but just like I said, not expecting anything. It's kind of like I have nothing better to do, and I'm just going to try to scare set kind of gank. If that,
Like
you know.
be okay with it not going like not ending up in a kill.
No, I don't even expect the kill. This is the gank where you don't expect the kill. I don't even expect the flash. This is one of those ganks where you want to help Rumble reset. Look at Rumble. He's low.
Mhm.
I mean, no, like half versus full HP set. So if you can get set to like 60% HP, that's kind of how I imagine. I don't imagine you doing much to him. I imagine you getting him to like 60% HP, maybe. Then that's still a good gank, you know?
Okay.
You just need to help Rumble. This is where I guess, I don't know if you lane or not. You need to help laners. Not just
Yeah,
for kills, just
everywhere,
get them good
everywhere.
resets and.
Yeah, so what I ended up doing was just walking around her jungle aimlessly.
Oh well, luckily the Raptors are coming up, so that's something you could do.
They are.
Um,
Did I get them? I did get them.
yeah, this is fine too.
I was really scared here because I'm like, I still have zero idea where Shyvana is. 'Cause
Yeah, fair. I mean, now we know, but
she shows
fair.
top.
Yeah.
I think I can commit. What do I do? Oh, I try to help this guy, but I think he just dies. So I was just wasting more time.
So at this point, you just need to decide which lane do you want to cover, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
top because both of your lanes are I mean, top and mid are like not on the map, right?
Mm-hmm.
This one's good. That's a good choice. Ah, very nice.
Yeah. A lot of these kills are just like, you know. kinda easy.
Well, yeah, they're greedy. So and this one, I mean, the set TC, yeah.
So, I bought chem subs. I think I just went there. I was like staring. I was panning to it every 10 seconds.
It's good to pan. It's good to pan. It doesn't mean you move there, but it's good. It's good to pan in general, just to know what's going on in the game. But yeah.
Mhm. What was I doing here?
Are you lane ganking? Where's
Oh, I was trying to get the rift down because it's about to expire.
okay?
So
With
I don't know,
this, you
that's
might.
another thing. I noticed like trends in my games. Like I always end up with rift expiring and I have to like throw it down randomly.
I
Like, do
can't
you have any
remember.
tips to like try to get like the rift down before it expires?
Um, it's just I'm not any like I don't have any good tips. I would say I would just be mindful. So when you get it, like usually when you get it, you don't need to think about it because it lasts 4 minutes. So it just you just gotta keep looking at. You just gotta remember that you have a rift first of all,
Hmm.
and then think about where do I want to use it. You don't have to use it immediately, so it's hard to give you like a general tip for it. And looking at this game, I didn't really see. I mean, there was a better place you could have put that when you were doing the Raptors. You throw it over the Raptor wall.
Oh yeah.
That would have been much better. And then the mid plates are more valuable than bot plates, right? Especially.
Especially Shyvana's top. Like I knew she was top at that time.
Well, even no matter where she was, if you throw it over the Raptor wall, it's almost impossible for them to stop the rift from crashing. So you almost guaranteed crash from. You know how to do it over the wall, the Raptor.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. You just do
face
that.
it and then
Yeah. Would have been better, but
Yeah.
yeah.
be more mindful. I struggle like staying out of autopilot. Like I can
Oh.
definitely tell sometimes I'm just like running around.
Uh,
Looking by these guys threw so hard right here.
that's
I
just
don't
a
know
throw.
what they're
Yeah.
doing.
So you don't need
And
to be
then-
here. Unless are you looking to like lane gank Jin or something? That's the only thing I
Yeah.
see.
That's what I was thinking. I was also trying to defend this tower,
Oh, okay.
so I didn't want it to go. So I was just hovering around. So one thing I've also been consciously thinking about in my games is like, I notice for some reason, like I don't know why, but every game, my laners like lose their towers before the other team, and like I've been trying to like work against that, but like nothing I do seems to work. So if you see like any ways I can try to prevent my plates going down,
Well, this was one example, but this was iffy example, right? I'm not even actually sure if you get in the bush, but you had to what do you call it? Think about it. Same with the mid gank, like gank set. I said gank set, not to kill him. It's just to give Rumble a reset. So you need if you see your laner struggling like that, sometimes you want to help him just by those kind of ganks. We call those I don't know. I don't know if there's a term like a jungle assistance gank. Like you're not ganking for a kill, or you're not even ganking for a summoner. You're just ganking to get your laner a better wave state or a better reset.
Yeah.
And Diana's good at that because Diana holds waves well herself. Like not a lot of junglers don't have good wave clear or things like that, but Diana does, so she can.
Challenge Shyvana here. What did I do?
What is your bot lane doing? Oh, okay.
They're diving. They got the kill. Almost went down.
And now you know
But I was scared because I thought Shyvana was back in the Drake.
you
but
need
she went top.
to ask for assistance from your bot lane, right? Because they just double killed the enemy bot lane. Oh, but okay, well Rumble died, so now
Miles
never
is dead. So, but here I was very unsure what to do because Shyvana's nearby. I feel like doing the dragon is kind of death wish. Demir died because she didn't look at him up, I think.
Here's a rift angle because you see Shyvana again. You see when you see Shyvana's bot. Okay, yeah, I think you're going.
I want to say I went for Rift here. Let's see. Oh no. Samira killed Shyvana, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Drake. Luckily killed Shyvana, so then I went Drake. But I think Drake was the wrong call here. I think they came and killed me, so I don't know.
I think Drake is okay. Let me look. Shenno. Drake is okay if Samira doesn't recall, but look like it's Samira. Can I look at Samira?
I think this was a big mistake here. Trying to do this Drake.
Yeah,
Especially
because
when it's
Samira
on
recall. No, now it's new because you have kind of have mid prow, but see you don't have bot prow right now.
top. Mhm.
That's the only reason really. Oh no, you didn't actually have mid prow. That's already here. Oh, you killed one.
Yeah, we got one. Italy killed me.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I think if you went to Rift like much faster and you were more decisive, you just get a Rift. And, you know,
Mhm.
you were actually padding up, and then when Shyvana died, you were padding down. So I think if you just kept
Yeah.
going up, the Rift was yours. Yeah.
Okay. And like when Shyvana died, I was just like, oh, free dragon. But I guess I should have realized there's more people in the game other than Shyvana.
Yeah. Well, every objective, like if you go dragon, you need to care about where's bot lane, who has prow bot. If you go for Rift, you need to see who has prow top, right? And then mid affects both, right?
Mhm.
So you just weren't thinking about the bot prio.
Look at the prio. Okay.
Yeah. And to be fair, you didn't have top prio either. So it's actually not a free rift. Like if Mord was any good, he might like ward the rift or something. He could actually kick you off the rift. But it's worth a try. It's worth a try.
Yeah.
Like you would try to do the rift, and if you see Mord like leave lane, then maybe. And you also like kite the rift out. Like you bring it out, and if you ever see Mord leave lane, you leave the rift. Yeah. So not a free rift, but I was saying you had a decent chance of getting it. I would say
better chance of getting
it.
Yeah, so like in the game right now, Mord is like kind of like this Shen is getting bots. He's like, I think he's typing in the chat like,
wait, who? Typing what? Or
just like FF, like help me. He said,
who? Oh, Shen.
Like, yeah, he was mad. I was like that kind of influenced what I'm saying, and then
well, you can't. Well, I don't even know how he got that low. I guess Rumble. Remember what I said? Like once Mord is 6, you don't really get to gank him anymore. It depends, but like that's kind of a general rule. It's the same, because you get to when you gank, you get to ult one person, and then it becomes a 1v1 for him instead of a 2v1, right? So. So here again, you don't have prio mid. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
So this is why this is probably not going to work because the mid prio. Yeah. It looks like you're not really looking at your prios here.
Mm-hmm. I should like look at the when I'm doing objectives, make sure I have like teammates that can come.
Yeah, or make sure the enemy cannot come. Like maybe they died, or that they recalled or something.
That was right.
Always gotta think about this, especially as Diana, because Diana is not. She's mobile aggressively, if that makes sense, but she's not mobile defensively. Like it's hard for you to run away. Yeah, easy for you to engage, but hard to run away. So you need to think about what happens if they come. And as you see, what happens if they come is you die, right?
So Samir is really fed here, so that's how we ended up winning. But
yeah, but it's like nothing to do with you, right? Actually, you haven't actually.
I mean, I was like on the game. I didn't completely zero, but I was.
No, yeah. But you definitely. If you imagine if you just pad bot, like if Samira was ahead without you, and if you pad bot, like bot lane's over, and you get like all these free dragons, and that's it.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I like gave away so many drinks. Here, I was pinging Shen off the Drake, or off Mordekaiser. He kept going in.
Yeah.
I wanted to do my camps, but I got peer pressured.
I mean, again, what are you gonna do here when he ults one of you? I mean, he actually is kind of getting low. He still has ult, right? Or I can't.
Right. It's kind of just a waste of time for me.
Yeah.
Like, is it okay just to let Mordekaiser like run around here?
Yes. Well, it's not only okay. It's like you don't really have a choice. Like I would love to kill him if but again, he just ults, right? Did he ult you?
Yeah.
Here you see the problem.
Nice.
Actually, well, you're kind of tanky. I think he kills you though. And what happens when he kills you? He steals your stats, and then he kills like the Shen too. And even if he doesn't kill the Shen, right? It is still 1-for-1. So like, you're never gonna get a good trade coming up to stop Mordekaiser. That's why I said now he's level 12. I said level 6. That's kind of when you mostly give up top.
Yeah. Okay. I'll struggle against Mordekaiser.
Well, he's special because of his ult. That he makes it so it's a 1v1 instead of when you gank the reason you gank is you wanted to make it a 2v1, right? But Mord just cancels that whole concept completely.
Feel free to let me know like if you see like me passing to the.
Well, see, now it's 20 minutes, so like most of the jungle game is over. Like before the first 5, the first clear is the most important. Second clear is pretty important, and after that, it gets variable. But once you get to 20 minutes, I kind of say like jungle game's over, laning phase is over. Basically, it's people you see, your bot lane is now mid lane and things like that. The assignments are all different now, so now you have to assess how do you win the game. So, how would you win? How would you think you can win this game?
Definitely just play off Samira. Like just at this point, I was like kind of committed to just following her around and making sure she didn't get picked or anything like that.
And she already has a QSS, so
Yeah. And I started building tank here.
Yeah. No, you're good. Yeah, you just play around Samira, give her good fights. Like you have 3 frontline for her, right? You, Shen, and Nautilus. Rumble's a good team fighter, even though he's 1-5. He just needs to throw down an ult. So you just do what you can. Farm if you have nothing to do. Like right now, looks like there might be something there, but yeah, there's three enemies, right, and 3 of your teammates, so probably something.
Yeah, it was a very sketchy fight, but it worked out.
Ideally, you guys try to block for him, but I guess not.
We're going Baron here. I think we tried to stop them.
Should be able to. You're missing one person, Rumble? No.
Yeah.
You should be able to.
But we were all here.
Yeah.
We pushed them off.
This is okay.
Yeah, we went for this Baron. They came.
I like it though. I mean, I don't like being in this situation, but yeah, it's a fine call, I'd say.
Yeah, we lost the fight, but we did get the Baron.
Oh, did you really? Oh, they killed some because they killed Samir first, or no, second. Oh, that costs you dragon too. Is the main thing.
I'm wondering. I had flash here, so do you think I should have flashed out of the pit?
Well, let's go back. Let's see. Go back and watch this fight. Okay. Oh.
Okay, so finishing up Baron. I'm really low. I get Baron. I think here I should have flashed out.
Do you have ult? You have ult, right?
Do I? How do you see?
Wait, click on Diana. I think you can see if you click on Diana, like the right there. You do have ult.
I had ult.
So I would just go on Mord and ult or Shyvana. Wait, who is Shyvana? Where's Samira? Samira's really ult Mord, so Mord can't help Samira. So Samira gets a 1v1 against Jhin. I think Samira probably dies because she's getting 2v1 right now, right? So just QE ult Mord. Oh, did you just die? How did you die? It was pretty fast, I guess.
I died because I was just in the pit. So it was like tough for me to do anything.
But you look like you had a good amount of health, let me see.
I didn't have that much.
Who killed you, Shyvana?
I think Shyvana.
Oh,
not sure what happened. I think it was Jhin Q. Jhin Q?
No, Jin's all the way down there. Maybe his trap? Or W?
I have no idea.
Oh. Either way, you had to like... I mean, basically, my thinking, if I'm you, is like, you're dead. I mean, or you're not dead. You can flash over the wall, but I'd rather not. Because you're like the tank. You're kind of one of your team's tanks.
Oh yeah, he queued and then flashed away. The queue.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. I don't think you had much of a choice there.
So I shouldn't have flashed over the wall. I should have just died.
My thinking is you have to use your ult. You have to use your ult and then die afterwards, or maybe not die, but probably die because you being dead doesn't matter. Like what matters is your team stays alive. Your Samira especially. If you die and they waste stuff on you and Samira cleans up, that's worth it, right?
Yeah.
That's basically the thinking. But I'm looking at the replay. It looks like you probably just die regardless.
Yeah.
I didn't see the Jhin Q flash.
Not much I could do.
Yeah.
They took the Drake. Turning around. Yeah, so here, these kind of situations, I also get nervous, and when I get nervous, like I start throwing and like bad engages, forcing plays. Like it's
Oh.
like 5v5 mid, right? So I'm like thinking, like, do we really want to be here right now?
Well, the problem is you got chunked by Nearly Spear. Who's that? Samira. Oh,
Yeah.
Samira's chunked by it. I assume she has lifesteal. No, she doesn't actually.
Yeah, she does.
She doesn't. She doesn't actually.
Oh, never mind.
So that's the main problem. That basically, once you see not only Samira, Rumble too, these guys are chunked. You probably don't want to fight. But there's one reason why you might want to fight is that your team is actually the better team fighting comp. If you look at the comps.
Mm-hmm.
So even with a disadvantage like this, you guys could win. Yeah. But
it's very 50-50 though, right?
Yeah, I'd rather just play smart than coin flip 50-50 it, right?
Yeah. I always get so nervous just because you can like lose the game.
And you guys have no, not all of you, only some of you have Baron. So yeah, it looks okay. See, just because you guys are the better team fighting comp, basically.
Yeah.
That's a good fight. 1 for 2, 2 for 2.
Well, Samira popped off.
Samira,
At the Shenop.
It's okay. So again, yeah, just because you guys are the better
That's
team
good.
fighting comp,
Yeah.
And it works out here.
But I feel like that could have gone wrong, like if they just like killed the Samira somehow. So, but is it okay to like go for that fight, or should I just like?
Well, it wasn't really your choice, right? Nautilus was the one who made the decision, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, let's say like I was every player. Like, do you think that's a fight we should go for?
I think it's good. I didn't see who Nautilus hooked. It depends.
I think he missed his hook, or it was like Mordekaiser or something.
It really depends because you guys are really good at team fighting and really bad at sieging compared to them. You guys do not siege. You have one ranged champion, right? And low ranged, which is Samira. So you guys were kind of Nautilus had the right idea. Like you have to engage or you lose, or recall, engage or recall. Don't play their game, right? They have Nelly and Shyvana. They love poking you, so don't play that game. If you don't play that game, then it usually works out.
You're right, tossed.
It's easier for Nautilus to engage than it is for you. But I mean, if you see an engage, yeah, you can go for it. Where are you?
Oh. But I think that.
Why do you keep getting? Oh, are you just getting poked a lot? You're always like low, I think. Oh, that one was Baron, right? That's fair.
Yeah. Well, here what happened was we took this, and then I got hit by like a bunch of skill shots. I think I hit by Nid Q and Jin W, and I got caught.
Oh yeah, you have to dodge spears. Do you know how to dodge?
Yeah, I mean but
because the spears are actually slow, especially if she's not hiding in bushes or anything. The spears are actually slow.
Yeah, I was just like brain off. Fight's over, time to rush.
Oh.
I didn't realize. I didn't think about it. But game goes on. I guess a lot of it is just like I need to be more aware, like throughout the whole game, instead of just.
Well, that's always true. Yes. No matter what you're playing, right? Yeah. Ideally. And how are you low again? I wasn't looking. Was there a fight or did you?
No, I'm just clearing.
How are you low? I don't understand.
Oh, how low?
Yeah.
Oh, I was chasing Jin for a little while.
Oh, okay.
And I also got him low. I think we were trying to get drag here. I'm not sure what happened. But we see drags up, we start going on.
It should be yours from the way I'm looking at it. Because again, your team is just a better team fighting comp. So anytime there's a team fight, it should be in your favor, unless you guys dance too much because they poke you. That's the only thing.
But they rushed it. We didn't get there in time.
So partially your mistake because you didn't recall, or general rule for dragon is be there a minute before it spawns. For late dragons, earlier dragons, you can be there maybe 30-45 seconds before it spawns. But the late dragons, you usually need about a minute.
Okay, yeah, that's not bad. But we won the fight. We went for Baron.
Yeah, that's good.
They're on base.
But like, I'm looking at this game, and you're right. Like, you won, but it didn't really look like it was because of you. Like, I haven't really seen you doing.
Just Tony kills Samira.
Yeah. And even in the team fights, I haven't seen you too much in them. It looks like it's mostly like Nautilus or Shen CCing them. I feel like you're always chunked before you can actually get a good ult off. That's what it feels like.
Not a great game, but I wanted to pick a bad game, you know.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. You learn the most from when you make mistakes, right? Yeah.
But I had a really good game from before the patch, but it got deleted.
Oh,
Here,
yeah.
I was really annoyed with myself. What happened? I just backed in a terrible place. For some
Yeah.
reason, here they were running. I was looking at this in Italy.
Okay.
I thought I could just like go on.
Well, you can never catch an enemy. Or is it okay? Okay. No, I wasn't looking at that. So
Yeah,
you're
it's
just
fast.
you're not thinking about enemy champions. So remember, let's go back to way early game about the set, right, or the Shyvana. You're not thinking about how you fight into other champions, right? And even if Shyvana's not here, you just don't catch Nidalee. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm just like I'm only thinking about myself instead of
Yeah.
other team.
yeah. You got to think about how do you interact with every champion, basically. But think about it, Nidalee can always jump. Like, her jump is like a 4-6 second. I don't know if you know the cooldown, but it's a pretty short cooldown. She jumps, you don't jump. Then think about how will you ever catch her without Rocket Bell or without Flash? You don't.
Okay. Is there much left? Just ran mid.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like the game's over here, right? So
Yeah.
any questions? Maybe something I didn't talk about.
I don't know. The main problem is always like it didn't happen that much in this game, but it's like this thing where my towers go down. Like the kills are even. I feel like the objectives are even, but a lot of the times, like a general pattern I see is my towers are down and their towers are all up, and I just feel like it's a very reoccurring pattern with me.
I assume. I mean, I can see, and I can also make some assumptions. So I mean, I can see. Well, first of all, remember your mistake. This game, we talked about it already. The early game, right? You made the wrong path. You made the wrong path, and which is not terrible because there is a good chance that you can win top lane for Shen. Not win it, but like delay. You never really win top lane with if it's the Shen versus Mord. Mord will win eventually, but you like delay when Mord wins. Basically, like if you gank it early, that's kind of what you're doing. So, but you didn't do that. But like ideally, it's Samira Nautilus. That's so strong in my opinion. Like for fighting, but their lane control isn't very good. So that's why I was like, they're gonna get pushed in. So if you just ganked for them, it would have been much easier. You didn't do that. Fine. You went top. Fine. It's not that the worst decision you could have made. But then your mid gank, two of you died, right? And two of you died because again, you're not thinking about the enemy champions. You didn't think about Shyvana that can you 1v1 Shyvana well? You didn't think about Set. Like, what's Set gonna do when you go on him? He's gonna pull you. If you almost kill him, you're actually never gonna kill him because he's gonna W with the big shield, right? So you didn't think about that. And even in the late game, we see the same mistake with the Nidalee, right? You just kept running at Nidalee, but it's a simple concept, right? If you walk towards her and she walks away from you, and you both have equal movement speed. I mean, I know you don't have equal movement speed, but assume you do, you'll never catch her, right? And then not only that, but she has a jump. So then even more so that you'll never catch her. So Diana, especially against mobile champions, you need the only way you get on them is if they already use their mobility, or if you surprise them, like you're in the bush or something like that, or your teammate already CC'd them, like Nautilus CC'd. Like Nautilus uses ult on Nidalee, and then you can go combo her at the same time. Chain CC, we call it. So thinking about enemy champions, I think, is your problem. And early pathing, yes, and then also a few times, not maybe only once or twice. Like I said, gank mid, not for the kill, just for the lane management, like helping Rumble get a good reset. So if you do that, then Rumble wouldn't have lost his tower so early. Or he's losing his tower because he's getting beat by Set. I mean, which is fair. I'm pretty sure Set beats Rumble in a 1v1. But if you help Rumble, like get good resets and things like that, Rumble can defend his tower better. So then you wouldn't be losing towers.
Okay.
That's what you see. And then my other assumption is why is this, like, not just in this game, but why is it happening, like you say, like every game or many games where you're losing towers?
Games.
It's because Diana is kind of bad at ganking early. So and looking at you, it looks like you don't really. You said it, right? You don't really pan your camera and things like that. So if you're not looking for ganks, or if you don't gank, I mean, like I said, she is bad at ganking, which is true. But she can gank. So if you just do nothing, I mean, when I say do nothing, like if you're just full clearing, I think a lot of the times it is good to full clear. Don't get me wrong. But if you're just doing that mindlessly, then your laners will most of the time be losing, right? In this game, you can even see that your bot lane was. I mean, now they're massively ahead, but they were kind of losing. I mean, they're supposed to lose. They're supposed to lose. They're versus double range. So double ranged wins early game just because they're double ranged. It's just like a simple fact. And their biggest weakness is that they usually like. In this game it's an Nidalee, but usually it's an enchanter, like a Nami or a Soraka or something. And enchanters are usually easy to gank, and also they don't set up ganks very well. So it's easy to. In this case, not true. It's not that easy to gank Nidalee, but let's say it's Soraka. It's easy to gank Soraka, and it's hard for Soraka to set up a gank, right? So that's the weakness of the double range. So that's why you really wanted to path bot, so that you have your Nautilus. Nautilus loses the lane, but he really sets up his junglers for ganks. So that's what you want to do. So you had a losing bot lane, and you didn't help them because you path top. You had a losing mid lane. I think I don't actually know this matchup too well. Set versus Rumble. I mean, Set's usually really good at 1v1s. Rumble's more of a team fighter, so I favor the Set here. You had a losing mid lane, which even got worse because you ganked and both of you died. And then you actually also have a losing top lane, which because like Shen's like a tank, like, and his ult doesn't do anything for him, right? His ult helps his team, but it doesn't actually help him win the lane. So Mord is just a 1v2 beast. Like, he's good at 1v1 and he's also good at 1v2. So you have 3 losing lanes. So your job was basically to try to win one of them at least. So it could have been bot. It could have been top, but top would never win. Remember I said you can only delay Mord. And you didn't do your job in controlling mid. Like, remember I said Diana's actually good at controlling waves, right? Because Diana's also a mid laner. Like, she's actually a laner as well. Like, she has good wave clear. She can defend towers. So I think you need to gank more. You need to gank more for, again, I don't know the term, like helping your laners get good resets, like resetting the waves, or let them recall. You need to let them recall. So if you don't help them, then they're gonna just lose plates, as you see. They're gonna lose towers, and that's what I'm seeing from you. That you're not. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.